Altra Superior 2.0. Check it out. Here we go. Real light, real flexible trail shoe from Altra, zero drop, and 21 millimeters of cushion throughout the shoe. What that means, zero drops, real stable because it's zero drop, foot shaped shoe, and really, what's really cool, a lot of cool stuff about this shoe from Altra. But what they want you to know is they had a really good success with its predecessor, and so when they made updates, they really just changed the colors, and they changed the sizing for the guys. It goes up to a size 15, but they also adjust the size how they fit. So when you guys go to order one of these, make sure you kind of double check, maybe talk with your local run shop, and make sure you get fitted for the right shoe so you're not getting in a shoe that's too small or too big. So what do you got? You got a nice breathable upper, but with that upper, it's not the open mesh that you would see a lot of times on a road shoe. It's more closed, and so what you're not going to get is a bunch of that grit on the inside of the shoe. Nice toe wrap with a welded overlay over the front just to protect that as well. A nice bumper on the toe for kicking rocks. Hopefully you don't do that often. And then they also have a gator trap on the back. Altra sells gaiters, and with that you have one that clips over the shoestrings on the front, but to keep it down in the back so you're not getting grit in the back, they have Velcro on the gator, and that gator trap on the back already has Velcro on the shoe, so you're not having to cut out a piece of Velcro and glue it on and then it falls off. They took care of that for you. It's all pre-packed in the Superior 2.0. 20 millimeter of cushion. Men's is 8.7 ounces. Women's 7.5 ounces. And then what I really like about this shoe is the traction. When you look at a lot of trail shoes, some of them get so much traction beefed up on there and they're really close together, and then you run through mud and it just gets clumped up and you're spinning your wheels anyway. Because this is low profile but pretty aggressive, and because they spread it out throughout the shoe, it'll really peel the mud nicely so that it doesn't get clumped up when you are in muddy conditions. Another thing they do is they really strategically place those lugs underneath your metatarsals where your foot itself actually works naturally to grip, and when they do that, the traction actually grips with the shoe. So those are some nice things that you'll see from the Superior 2.0. New colors are out. These are just a couple of the options, and then also know that for $110 with the shoe you also get Altra Stone Guard. What's cool about that is they keep this shoe super flexible, really maneuverable, and agile on the trails, really responsive. But if you need it because you're in really rocky areas, they have the Stone Guard that comes in the box with the shoe. You put that underneath your insert and essentially create a barrier between your foot and rocks so that you don't get any rock bruises when you're running more aggressive trails. Just side note, Altra sells these separately if you have other shoes that you'd like to have some stone protection in and they don't already have it. Another nice thing about the Stone Guard is that they put some pretty good grippy notches on here so that when you put it in your shoe, it's not going to slide around. It's going to sit down in there without having to feel like you need to put some Gorilla Glue or something like that on it to stay still. So that's the Superior 2.0. That's just a first impressions for you. We'll check them out and burn them up. So far I really like them. They're lightweight and they're soft, and with the Stone Guard as an option, it's really a shoe that you could take almost anywhere and have success with it. That's the Altra Superior 2.0.